WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.
Hello there, everyone. It's Professor Schwartz yet again with my feline buddy, Onyx the cat, and the usual mug of dark roast coffee here in my favorite haunt, the Collaborative Cafe, on the ground floor of the WSTKS-FM Worldwide studios. I hope the start of your semester has been positive so far during the first couple of weeks. We're already into week 3 now, though, and that means it's time to begin routine collaboration with your student learning team. But how in the world do you get the ball rolling and ensure that your new team starts off on the right foot? Well, grab a cup of your favorite hot beverage or something to nibble on, pull up a chair, and join me for a few minutes to consider 6 tips to help solidify your new student learning team. Go now to place your order at the counter, and we'll get started in just a moment. Alrighty, let's talk about the 6 tips to help solidify your new student learning team. Tip number 1. Take a few minutes to become better acquainted with each other during your first meeting and exchange your preferred contact information with each other. Collaborative activities become easier when you take a little time each week to socialize and know each other better, since people tend to do better work when they are relaxed and at ease with the people around them. Be careful, though, to keep things on track since time is limited. And be sure to set up easy means of communication with each other by exchanging phone numbers, university email addresses, and perhaps setting up a GroupMe chat to send out later reminders and alerts. Tip 2. Create a Team Google folder that all members can access easily 24/7, even when people are off campus or out of town for the weekend. Modern technologies and cloud-based tools make it easy for the members of your student learning team to communicate, share, review, and revise the work that you co-create each week. Google folders are especially central to the creation of your 3 major collaborative projects that are part of the course, since they provide a central location for all of the bits and pieces that will comprise these assignments, from initial brainstorming documents to finished products, before final submission to the folders set up on D2L. That brings us to tip number 3. Take steps to establish and ensure a functional, cohesive, and inclusive student learning team from the outset of your work together to avoid misunderstanding, miscommunication, and the possibility of later team drama. Nobody likes drama. So it pays to get things right at the outset, which takes us to the next point. Tip 4. Discuss, determine, and develop a concise list of core team values. Now, this is important, so listen in here. Core values are the guiding principles and fundamental beliefs that will guide your weekly collaborative interactions. Identifying and outlining your core values now will help team members function together and work efficiently toward common goals throughout the course. Class time at the start of week 3 will be spent identifying and clarifying your core team values, so it is vital that all students in the course are present for that. Once you have finished, share your list of core team values to your Team Google folder for easy review or later revision at any point. That brings us to tip number 5. Decide how your team will meet and collaborate each week. Now, that might be face-to-face, somewhere on campus, or via a university-approved conferencing app like Zoom or Microsoft Teams. In any case, schedule all upcoming team meetings for the remainder of the semester now, ideally on the same day and at the same time each week, to establish a predictable routine. Keep in mind, though, that last-minute texts and disjointed emails are not an effective means of collaboration, and here's why. Solid communication depends on more than just the words on a page or screen. Facial expression, body language, and tone of voice are vital for conveying meaning, understanding, agreement, and openness to new ideas, as well as hesitation or displeasure. With that in mind, and in the interest of member presence, that is to say your interaction, communication style, and input into team communications and discussions, it makes good sense for the members of your student learning team to meet in such a way that all of you can see and hear each other during your collaborative sessions each week. And finally, we come to tip number 6. Keep in mind that effective collaboration is an ongoing, democratic, and mutually supportive process in which all team members should be involved from start to finish. What that means in practice is that dropping in and out of weekly team activities or communications at whim hinders the overall collaborative process. Avoid becoming that person by taking the steps necessary to ensure that each member of your student learning team is a regular part of collaborative activities every week as we move forward through the course. Again, modern technologies and cloud-based tools make these kinds of collaborative activities, along with the related communication, easy to carry out.
WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, everyone. That will just about do it for today, but let's quickly review the 6 tips to help solidify your new student learning team before we go. Tip number 1, become acquainted with each other and exchange your preferred contact information right away. Tip 2, create a Team Google folder that all members can access. Tip 3, take steps to establish and ensure a functional, cohesive, and inclusive learning team. Tip 4, collaborate to develop a brief list of core team values. Tip 5, decide how your team will meet and collaborate each week. And finally, tip 6, remember that effective collaboration is an ongoing, democratic, and mutually supportive process. Keep these 6 points in mind as your student learning team meets for the first time, and you'll be well on your way toward more efficient digital collaborative learning. Tune in again for additional tips, tricks, and advice to help you navigate the course based on my almost 30 years of teaching and working with thousands of undergraduates at 3 Big Ten universities, 2 liberal arts schools, and 2 community colleges across the upper Midwest of the United States. In the meantime, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in class, online, or during Zoom office hours if you drop by with a question. Stay healthy, have a safe and a productive week. With special regards, from Onyx, the cat what am. So long, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.
You've just heard a podcast from WSTKS-FM Worldwide, digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.